Hi, Namaste, welcome, Adab. Welcome to our MEP Techie channel. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe our MEP Techie channel. Please support us. So today our topic is MCB. Most of the people working in our MEP know that MCBs. The term MCB we all are hearing, we all are know aware of this, and some of the confusion we have that what is this types of MCBs, what is this poles, 2 pole, 3 pole, and why this MCBs are using, what is the use of this MCB, what is the working of this MCB. These are all the things today we will discuss in this video. So please like, share, and support our MEP Techie channel. So first we need to know what is MCB. So the term MCB abbreviation is the miniature circuit breaker. The name itself it indicates that it is a breaker which breaks the circuit. So the abbreviation, the term is a small trip switch operated by an overloaded and used to protect an electric circuit, a domestic circuit, as an alternative to a fuse. That means this MCB we will use as an alternative for the fuse. In olden days we should aware, that means we all know that there is a fuse which is binding with a copper wire, and we will use that like ceramic type of things will be there. So we are using that fuses in our residentials olden days. So that fuse is replaced nowadays with this MCB. So it is nothing but a fuse, the replacement of fuse. We are using this MCB. So that means these MCBs will protect our equipment from overload and short circuit things. So we should know about the parts of the MCB as well as the working of MCB. Before working of the MCB, you can find this is the cross sectional view of this MCB. So in this cross sectional view, you can find the power terminals at the top, and biometallic strip we can find on the right side, and arc splitter and moving contact, arc runner, fixed contact. We have mentioned all these parts in the right side. So in this mainly we have tripping coil and operating lever, operating mechanism, as well as latch point in a left side. We have mentioned in the left side of the view. So coming to this particular equipment in the MCB, we have major things, that is major parts, that is moving contact and fixed contact. Each and every MCB will have this moving contact as well as the fixed contact. So each based on this particular two mechanism, we will the working will be depends for this MCB. So that major part in this MCB will be key role of this MCB is biometallic strip. So for this particular thing we can that means some of the people are aware that copper will expand for the heat, and the steel will not expand for the heat. This biometallic strip in this MCB will made up of the steel and the copper mixing. So due to that particular metal, this biometallic strip will bend when it will get overheated. So the working mechanism is depends upon this biometallic strip. So now we can see the working of MCB is when the overflow of current takes place through MCB, the biometallic strip get heated and it deflects by bending. The deflection of the biometallic strip releases a latch. The latch causes the MCB to turn off by stopping the flow of the current in the circuit. That means due to this particular overheat, the latch will be released in the circuit. Due to this bending this bimetallic strip, the latch will release and the contact with this fixed and moving contact will be released. So the circuit will be break. That means the circuit will be open. Then the current flow will stop. So this is the working mechanism. So in this particular MCB, not in this particular MCB, then each and every MCB will like that only. So now we can check what are the types of MCBs. So in this particular MCBs we have different types: type B MCBs, type C MCBs, type D MCBs, type K MCB, type Z MCBs. In these 5 types, we can find B and C and maximum D type we can use in this India, and maximum in industries also we can use those 3 types only, and we can't find K and Z type in India. So coming to the then type B MCB, type B circuit breaker are designed to trip if the current flow through hits between 3 and 5 times of the recommended maximum or rated load. This is the most sensitive type of MCB, designed for domestic applications and low voltage commercial settings where any current surges are likely to be small. We can use this B type MCBs in resistive loads, like for example in our household we will use that filament bulbs which is heating. Filament bulbs in kitchens, we have micro ovens and fans. These are all the types of resistive loads. We can use this B type of MCBs. Resistive loads means the load which is not having any difference at the time of starting as well as in the running also. It will take the same current, same power. That means if they are having the rating of 4 amps, means it will take only 4 amps in the starting as well as in the running also. It will take only 4 amps. So we will use that type of heating things, resistive loads. We will use this B type of MCBs. Different types like 4 pole, 3 pole, 2 pole, like that. Coming to C type MCBs, we can use this C type MCBs in inductive loads. Inductive loads is nothing but we are having the windings like motors or ACs, volt type ACs. In that particular rotating, like grinders, in this particular rotating equipment, we will use this C type of MCBs. Why we are using this C type MCBs in that particular equipment means this way that those equipments will take higher current at the time of starting, and after that in the running they will come to that rated amperes. So that's why we will use this C type of MCBs. So type C circuit breakers are used for more powerful electrical equipment or devices where any surges are likely to be higher. We can use this C type in commercial and industrial environments also. They are designed to trip at current between 5 and 10 times the rated load. Okay, that means I have already told you that this will take higher amount of current at the time of starting. So for the good examples is like electrical motors and fluorescent lights, as well as the rotating things like all type of ACs will be the good examples for this C now type. We can see MCBs. How we can recognize these types of MCBs and how that particular capacity of the MCBs. We can find this in the middle. That means we can find this in the diagram green. We have marked in the circle, red circle. In that if the alphabet indicating C means that is a C type of MCB. If it will indicate B, then that is the B type of MCB. After that beside that alphabet you can find the number like 6, 12, 20, 32, like that. If you are, here you can find 20, that means you are using this C type of MCB for 20 amps of load protection. And we can find different types of colors in for different amperes in the C curves. For 6 amperes green color, and 10 amperes in red color, and 16 amps in gray color, 20 amps in blue color. This type of different curves with the color code, and as well as the code will be applicable in this particular table. You can find these things. Okay, so you got that B type where we can use, and C type where we can use. And coming to D type, this is a very huge, that means we are using in industries only, as well as for higher rating equipment, like high rating fridges and high capacity freezers, and as well as the high capacity like chillers. This type of equipment will be there na, for high rated like grinding machines, and as well as the machinery equipments at that manufacturing industries. So mainly we can use in that particular areas this D type of MCBs. uh, is it trips type D trips between 10 to 20 times full load current. Apart from the compliance, it will having 10 to 20 times than the rated current, with operating times of 0.04 seconds to 3 seconds. That means this is a very high load. It is used for very high inductive loads, mainly used in high power industrial applications, like transformers, mainly heavy motors and welding equipments and x-ray equipments, and this type of higher rating equipments we will use this D type of MCBs. Coming to the difference of these three types of B, C, D types of MCBs. Type C devices are designed to trip at 5 to 10 times. Okay, 5 to 10 times in 550 to 100 amps for a 10 amps device. Type D devices are designed to trip at 10 to 20 times in 100 to 20 to 100 to 200 amps for a 10 amperes device. That means for same rating, you can find the same rating 10 amperes device. The C type will take 50 to 100 amps, and for D types it will trip at 100 to 200 amps. That means it will give some time. D type of MCBs will give some time to trip, but C type of MCBs will trip prior that D type of MCB. That means the C type of device will protect the equipment is best, that means better than D type of MCBs. And coming to B type, is C type more than that, that means B type will trip immediately. You can find the details in this graph, as B type will trip immediately, and C type will take some time, and D type will take another long time. So based on this particular thing, we can know that this will where we can use this type of MCBs. This is the video this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe our MEP Techie channel.